Hello?
Good morning. You went with hello? Does that count?
What do you mean, does it count?
I don't know. Now I'm reminded of the Seinfeld episode that we watched where he said he's going to the bank.
If they don't say hello, he gets $100.
Yeah, and the guy was like, hey.
He's
like, wait a second.
We've got a greeting that starts with the letter H. How's $20 sound to you?
That would be me. Wait a second. Technically, you did not say hello. You owe me $100. Oh, happy Monday.
It's Monday.
It is.
Folks.
Back again.
Folks, it's Monday.
Back to the grind.
Monday is the day that it is today.
We got a lot this week. We got Release and Restore
Yep,
tomorrow.
that's correct.
And then we have Saturday, we have a Reiki for All gathering that Anya's going to be leading at 10:30.
That is also correct.
And then what do we have Saturday evening?
I believe we have what's called a tarot tea party.
What do we do at a tarot tea party?
We sometimes have tea. And we do a group reading. And then we pull cards to tie ourselves to that group reading. It's a blast.
It's pretty fun. I think it's a nice, casual way to connect with people.
There's usually jokes.
Sometimes
Now,
there's jokes. There's
let
never
me
jokes
explain to you, though. They're not necessarily funny. Except to me.
That is correct. And then you got a couple Qigong classes this week, too.
Yep.
Tell us about those, Paul.
Tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., I teach Qigong at Pura Vida Wellness in Toledo. And on Wednesday evenings at 5 p.m., I teach Qigong at Holistic Hands in Toledo.
By UT.
Come on out.
My alma mater.
It'll be so relaxing. It really will be.
Oh, yeah, that's not a joke.
I'm not trying to freak you out.
Yeah, it's going to be a good week.
Yep.
I've been cold. I'm not adjusting well to the cold, which I'm okay with because I'm going to be laying on a beach most of next week. So I will not be here Monday.
Yeah.
And if Paul can figure out the audio, maybe he will be here Monday.
Paul can't figure out the audio.
You should have a guest. You should have a guest appearance. You know, like how they do on Regis and Kathy Lee.
Maybe the cats will join me.
When Regis is out, Kathy Lee always has a guest.
Maybe the cats will join me.
Maybe. What do you think about that, squeakers? Yeah, I'll be on a beach next week. My son this morning decided he did not want to wear a coat, and it was like 50 degrees out.
48.
I had 2 sweaters on and a coat, and I was still cold. But I remember when I was younger, I did not like to wear a coat either. And I didn't care how cold I was. I would suffer through it.
That's right. Shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe a sweatshirt.
Nope. Shorts and a t-shirt. Let's go.
In the winter.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
It's good for your body.
It is good for your body. Cryotherapy.
Yes.
I want to try that, but I'm not.
Was that on camera?
What?
That orb that just flew through here?
Oh, I don't know. It was probably dust. Anyways.
Yeah, that big ball of dust.
Big ball of dust. Is that big ball of dust speaking to you now?
No, it's not. That's the one?
Dissipating.
Dissipating. This is a solar plexus chakra energy card thing.
Look at that little canary. Is that a canary? Yellow canaries? Oh, here. Utilize the stand.
It goes on the stand. Not the Stephen King book.
What?
Excellent book, though. The Stand.
You're thinking of The Shining.
No, you've never read The Stand.
No. Do I look like somebody that read The Stand?
You ever see the mini series?
No.
Well, anyway, back to dissipating. So this solar plexus energy here, this is going to talk to us this week about efforts that we're putting in to tamp down the distress, the fears, the anxieties, all those things that we have about the world around us and within us and whatnot. Yeah, this is about focusing on really trying to put things into place for yourself so that the stressors that you have don't feel, well, start to dissipate is the word. They don't feel overwhelming. So, and what I mean by put things into place is this is past the planning phase of whatever you're working on. So it's time to start lining up what you need, putting it where it goes, finding where you need help and asking for assistance, and really just kind of making your journey into the endeavor that you are working with. So the best way that we can do that is by releasing our fears, but these happen hand in hand. So the further you progress, the further your fears dissipate, and then you get to build momentum, I suppose.
That sounds nice.
It does. Well, that's all, folks.
No, I got
Oh,
something.
wait, there's tarot cards.
Well, so the visualization that I'm getting, because, I always get these visualizations. For many of us, as things are dissipating, we can think, it's like things get worse before they get better. So if you think, when you're cleaning your house, let's say you're dusting, and when you're dusting, all that dust kind of like whoosh.
Do you mean orbing?
Yeah, orbing. The dust kind of goes like in the air, right?
Yeah.
So like it goes in there, but then the more you clean, the more the dust gets, removed and your house is cleansed. But a lot of times I think we can, if we are healing something specifically and it seems like it's getting worse, we can get discouraged of, like, oh, I must be doing something wrong, or I'm not progressing fast enough, or I must be on the wrong track. Well, maybe not. Maybe it is just a lot of energies are working itself to the surface so you can help the release of all of that. Like, it's to release something, we must acknowledge it first. In order for something to dissipate, we need to realize its existence within us first. So if you are feeling this, really heavy energy or big energy and it seems discouraging or confusing, maybe look at, is there another direction I'm called into, or is this simply a process of patience and allowing everything to come to the surface so I can ultimately release it? In other words, don't give up.
Yeah. The idea that you're talking about there, like, a lot of times, like specifically to use the cleaning analogy that you're using there, it's like you walk into a room and you do want to dust and you take one swipe with a duster and you're just like, I'm making it worse. Mm-hmm. And then you just go, whatever. Mm-hmm. And you give up at that moment. And This is not a time to give up. Now is the time to work through all those little bits and pieces and dust particles.
And it's easier to just leave it there and let it cake on. But then also every time you walk into that room, you're going to be reminded, hey, just FYI,
there's a lot of dust in here.
And then it'll get into your lungs and cause you to get sick and all, the analogy can continue, but
yeah,
we'll leave it from there.
Oh, is it time for tarot?
I think so. Unless you had any other thoughts to share.
Not right now.
The Two of Pentacles. The One of Pentacles.
The one.
The Page of Pentacles.
First of all, the one doesn't exist, and even if you were referring to the ace, that is not it.
Look at all these pentacles.
A lot of earth.
Six of Pentacles.
A lot of earth energy this week, and you may or may not like this idea, but the Page of Pentacles coming up in reverse here is really going to tell
Two
you...
of Pentacles.
Yeah, whatever. You already screwed it up with your one.
The one. What did I say? Wasn't
The one
the
of
One of Pentacles.
Anyway, the Two of Pentacles in reverse here is going to tell you that everything that's happening in your life right now is really in your hands. This isn't a moment for teamwork necessarily. This is internal work, but in a very material sort of way. No one's going to get up and dust the room for you or with you, to go back to the analogy. The Page of Pentacles is a little bit of an insight into the best way to pursue this work that you're at is to innovate in a very exploratory way, almost like you would, like if you were given a puzzle as a child and you had to put it together and it was just you in the room. How did you go about doing it? Did you start at the edges? Did you start in the middle? Did you just say, I'm going to clip things together and wherever they land, they land? This is about figuring out your own path. This is about figuring out the way things work best for you. Because you don't have any backup right now, and that's fine. You're not supposed to. The Six of Pentacles here is going to talk to you about staying balanced through this process. A lot of times this card is about giving and receiving, which it is in this sense, but are you giving enough credit to yourself where the credit is due, and are you beating yourself up at the same time? You don't want to pump yourself up like you're the greatest in the world because you're just finding out how you want to do this. But you also don't want to beat yourself up on the path of figuring out the way to do things your way. I mean, this whole reading is about creating your way of moving forward. So stay focused on your mindset and stay focused on being innovative. Innovative is such a buzzy word that like means stuff and technology and stuff, but innovation can be as simple as doing the dishes and washing a plate a different way than you normally have. You've innovated a better way for you. It doesn't have to be that the best for everybody, but this is about your path. It's not about anybody else.
I'm seeing this opportunity to take responsibility for our journeys, and where maybe in the past when we've met this cycle, it's been relying on others to advise us on how to move forward, to guide us, but this seems like it's a time to go inward and practice what we already know to be true, to bring about the manifestations that have been put on our heart And we are the only ones that have that vision, that clear vision for ourselves. And so while we talk about community and the importance of community, yes, and also there's a individual responsibility that we have to own our vision and to, it's like when I was taking a business class and, we were kind of talking about putting our pitch together and everything. And they kept saying, your business more than anybody. Like they couldn't tell us what to say or how to convey the business. It was up to us to own the vision, to speak about the vision. And it, which can be difficult because then it's like, well, we're relying on ourselves,
What are we really doing?
What are we doing? Like there's nobody to blame. There's nobody to do this for us. It is up to us to bring this into reality, which can be daunting maybe, but also very empowering if we can move through it mindfully and with balance and courage.
Yep.
That's what I think.
That's what I think.
Well, great. We cracked the code.
There's no code.
What? There's always a code. We live in the Matrix.
You know what I think?
There's always a code. What?
I think
What?
I haven't said this in a while, but I think we should probably meditate
Oh, yeah.
on this.
Maybe that's important. Maybe meditation is important. Then you should do it. If you need to take any sighs before you begin, please use your voice to release. If you want to yawn, if you want to make strange noises, you can do that. Using your voice to release opens up the throat chakra. Brings that willpower back to the self. When you feel settled, take a few deep breaths into your belly, your ribs, and your chest, and then exhale, let it go. Anchor your awareness into your experience of this moment. Notice the sensations of your body. Witness the thoughts of your mind. Notice any emotions in your heart. Imagine your body as a shell. And in this shell, there are parts of you that are holding strong, holding true to who you really are. And there's parts of you that have been missing, that have been lost. And so we're going to call our spirit back to our body. And allow a situation to come into the front of your mind, the part where your spirit has left you, where you were afraid, where you felt unsafe, where you felt unloved, where you still feel pain. I want you to visualize that situation and see yourself in that space. And then say to that part of you, I call my spirit back home. I call my spirit back home. And really mean it. If you are ready to let that story go, then call your spirit back to you. If you are ready to forgive, if you are ready to learn to feel safe, to love yourself, I call my spirit back home. And some of us may feel an immediate sense of wholeness from doing just that. And some of us may have initiated a process as our spirit returns to us. There may be situations that come forward as a symbol of letting go of that story, as a symbol of welcoming yourself home, of freeing yourself from that pain and freeing others from that pain as well. I call my spirit back home. And so we can be aware of how the journey presents itself as we come home. Remembering as challenges arise, yes, I called my spirit back home. I will be aware. I will move through this with love and kindness and gentleness for myself and with others. I will forgive. I will take responsibility. I call my spirit back home. And we'll just start with one situation today, and you can do this as many times as you'd like throughout your life, but when we are wounded, that wound holds an imprint within ourselves. The spirit takes a leap out of us and stays there reminding us, hey, you have unfinished business. When you're ready, you can call me back home. And we have many imprints that we have picked up through our experiences. And so as we heal one, just one, others begin to fall in line. And we can build this momentum to release the ideas we have of the past and write a new story for ourselves as healed, as whole beings, as children of God. I call my spirit back home. We'll place our hands on our hearts, giving thanks for this power that we have to do this, to send our spirit out and to call it back. We have the power to write a story and change a story. We have the power to dissipate what does not belong and to create whatever it is we want to create. Giving thanks with me for our spiritual nature. And we'll bring our hands to prayer in front of the heart center, bowing down towards the heart to honor that light within. And as we honor that light within our individual selves, honoring that same light within all beings, and just take a moment to contemplate what that means. That we are all parts of the whole, that we are all blended together, that we are not separate. That what we see in others, we see in ourselves, and what we see in ourselves, we see in others. May we be loving, may we be kind, may we be compassionate. May all beings be at peace. Namaste. Got the sniffles, eh?
Yeah, I do.
There's some handy tissues over there. We're all gonna
Here,
watch
let me
you
find the
go
mic.
eat it. That's all, folks. That's all we got for you today. Unless you have anything else. How long can you hold that position for? I want to put something in your hand like a cheeseburger. Yes, look at this cheeseburger. I have brought you the holy cheeseburger. Or a pie. And then I could go. Anyways. Thanks for watching, folks.
Anyways.
If you're watching this on Facebook, thank you for watching. Give us a like. Give us a share. Tag your friends. Help us grow our community here and
Give
what
us
we're
a
doing
follow.
at Ordinary Pioneer. Give us a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome and thank you for finding us.
Like and
Like
subscribe.
and subscribe. Leave any comments you want. We love to hear your interpretation of this message too. You can always send us a digital message as well. And if you'd like an individual card reading, this guy does them. He's pretty great, as you can see, as you. And check out our website.
Whoa.
Ordinary
Where'd the table go?
.com to book your session.
Yes. Do it.
Toodaloo.
What she said.